Hello dear students of class 9. In this video I will discuss about the chapter 13, why do we fall ill. So here in this chapter we will learn about the various subtopics. That is, at first you will learn about the definition of health, and then you will study about the factors that affect health. You will further study about diseases and disease free condition. You will further read about the diseases and their causes, the types of diseases, and then thereafter you will learn about the types of infectious diseases and their prevention. You will study here about principles of treatment, principles of prevention, and finally you will study about the vaccination. So let's start today's topic about what is health. Now you know that health is not merely absence of disease. That is, only a person who is physically fit may not be healthy. What does it mean? It means that a person should be physically, mentally, as well as socially fit and free from disease. So, what does the definition of health according to WHO states? According to WHO, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease. So, here you have learned the definition of health. Now, the term disease free is very important for you. Now, what is disease free condition? Now, a person is considered to be disease free if he does not have any discomfort of the functioning of the body. If a person is not suffering from any disease, it does not mean that he is healthy. Might be he is having a poor health because he may be mentally sick, or might be having a mental stress, or it may happen that he is not that social and do not mingle with the people. So, disease free and healthy, they do not have the same meaning at all. Now, we will learn about the factors that affect health. Now, various factors affect our health. They are like personal habits and personal hygiene. Then come the public health services, economic condition of a person, social equality and harmony. So let's begin with personal hygiene. A person should maintain his or her own cleanliness by washing the hands regularly, taking proper bath with soap, wearing clean clothes, etc. The next point is public health services. If suppose you are living in a community where the drains are choked and there are stagnant water lying here and there, now this stagnant water act as the breeding ground of mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes lay egg and they come and bite you and cause various type of diseases like malaria, chikungunya, dengue fever, etc. The next point is economic conditions. Proper earning is very necessary to provide adequate and nutritious food to everyone in the family. So, job opportunity should be available in the society where we live. In other words, we can say that good economic condition and jobs are necessary for the individual health. The next point is social equality and harmony. Harmony and social equality are very essential to be healthy. It involves participation in one another's joys and sorrows, helping others, and receiving help at the time of need. Now, the next topic is diseases and their causes. So, first, here we will learn about the definition of disease. It is any condition which interferes with the normal functioning of the body and impairs the health. Thus, in diseases, we can see there is a structural, functional, or psychological disturbances in the body parts which negatively affect our health. Now, when you are studying about disease, you have to learn two terms which are very important and related to disease. One is the symptom, another is the sign. So, what is a symptom? Symptom is the phenomenon which is experienced by the individual affected by the disease, and sign is the phenomenon which is detected by someone other than the individual affected by the disease. Now, for instance, here I am giving one example. Suppose you are suffering from stomach ache. Now, this stomach ache may be due to any of the reason which exactly do not indicate a particular disease. So, this is a symptom. While you are suffering from conjunctivitis, you can see in this figure the eyes are red. So, it is a visible sign by which a person who is suffering from this disease can show the sign. Now, diseases can be classified into two broad categories. One is the infectious diseases, and the second is the non infectious or non communicable diseases. Now, let's discuss about the infectious or communicable diseases. The diseases which are caused by the pathogens such as bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa, worms, this type of diseases are called infectious or communicable diseases because the pathogens or infectious agents can spread from the diseased person to a healthy person by means of air, water, or food. The next type of disease are the non-infectious or non-communicable diseases. These diseases remain confined to a person who are suffering from them and do not spread to others. Now, it can be of various type like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, like respiratory diseases, cancer, or any type of deficiency diseases like malnutrition, dwarfism, etc. Now, what are the causes of diseases? Human health is affected by various factors. The factor may be immediate as well as contributory. Now, what are the immediate causes of diseases or immediate factors? The immediate factors may be external or extrinsic, or it may be due to internal factor or intrinsic factor. Now, what are the extrinsic or external factor? External factor may be pathogen, it may be due to inadequate diet or any type of chemical agent or tobacco, alcohol, and narcotics drugs. And then finally come the internal or intrinsic factor. The intrinsic factors are many. It may be due to malfunctioning or improper functioning of the body part, maybe genetic disorder, maybe hormonal imbalances, or it may also cause due to the malfunctioning of the body's immune system. So the second cause is the contributory cause. The contributory cause may be due to the lack of good nourishment, due to genetic differences between the organisms, and it may be due to the poverty and lack of public hygiene services. So, my dear students, in this video you have learnt about the definition of health, what is disease-free condition and how it is different from health. You have learnt about the factors that affect health. In the next video, I will be discussing about the infectious diseases. Till then, you stay tuned with me, keep watching my videos, and if you have any type of queries, do please comment in the comment section below. Take care. Bye-bye.